What's up? Hello, check 1, 2. Check. All right. What's up, beautiful people? Here. What's up, my beautiful people? It's been a while since I have been on here, and I am coming to you live from LA. We just do these weekly energy reports, and lots been happening this year. Lots going on. So I'm going to get back into this. I hope you guys come with me, and we're going to talk about the energies and everything that's going on, and get back, to a good foundation. So, dude, what's happening? What's going on? It's been a long time. I hope you guys are doing well, fabulous. I love you all very much. What a year 2021 has been. And we're going to go into the charts and see what's going on energetically. Yo, what up, Whitney? So, thanks, guys. I appreciate you very much. There's been so much change happening, so much change going on. A lot of people moving. Oh man, I'm loving the love, man. I appreciate you guys so very much. Hello. What's going on? It's been a long time. It's been a long year, right? It's been a lot of intense shit going on. I think that we are really coming out, elevating and blasting through layers of like levels of consciousness. This shit is going so fast. You guys feel like everything's speeding up really fast? It's been a wild ride. Anyways, I'm gonna go into all the cool, stories and ceremonies and stuff that I've done here in the last few months. My life has completely changed in the last 6 months or so. So I'm now living in LA. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Now living in LA, and I'm finally, having an opportunity to be able to get my daughter back, and business is good and making shit happen, but the most important thing is that finally learning how to help a lot of people, right? These technologies that are coming out, and hey, what's up? Sacred Light Keeper, thank you very much. Elsta, Shauna Christine, fuck yeah. All right, get it. What's up, Crystal? Thank you very much. So, big things going down, right? Now, of course, we have been talking about all these crazy changes going on in the world, but we didn't really fully comprehend it or understand it, until we're experiencing it, right? Thanks, Genevieve. I appreciate you. So many things are evolving. So many things are growing. And right now, there's, of course, a spiritual warfare going on, right? And we have to watch out for the way that we might get sucked into like negativity or like, deep stuff. There's a density in the energy, and whenever we make a decision, right, we're either going to fear or we're going to love. That's like essentially how they separate. So whatever situation you're in right now, whether it's like a significant intimate relationship or a business or a job, or you're going exercising or whatever, right? You're going to either succumb to your bad habits, or you're going to make a decision to do something that's a good habit. And these are getting amplified like every day, more and more and more. And as they get amplified, it's showing us who we really are, right? So at such a deep level. So we need to stay in a place of love, right? This transformation, this evolution, we have to stay high vibrational. We have to stay in a place of love. And hey, you. And we have to, encourage people, feed feed the highs, process the lows, right? That's kind of like the Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto conjunction back in 2020. That was the main gist of it, right? And as we can see on the world stage, there's a lot of shenanigans going on. So we don't want to feed the bullshit, right? And that's out there as well as in here. Like the more we feed the bullshit, the stronger the bullshit gets. So even if you're thinking of it, or like picking aside the whole concept of duality, then stay away from that shit. Shift your focus on, hey, I want to create something. I want to make some shit happen, dude. I've been creating things and making shit happen and getting to the gym and being in shape and I mean, focusing on like just feeling good, being healthy, right? When you stay focused on that, then there's nothing else going on. Nothing else even matters. So our perspective, our free will, our choice to stay in a higher vibration thought form, that is literally our gift right now, okay? Because we have control of that, and if you're able to see through all the bullshit that's going on in the world, then you're going to be able to live your life. Look, during this process, like this experience, this whole pandemic, I gotta try to be careful of what I say on here, right? During this whole thing, dude, I've been thriving. I don't know about y'all, I hope you guys have been thriving and doing well too. Of course, doing work, right? But that's what we do. Not letting this, take over and bring us down. We're standing up. And this week, I mean, look, okay, September. This month is big. I'm going to go into this week, but this month is really going to be like the biggest. The end of September into October is going to be the biggest sort of like, it's going to burst the zit, right? Like we're popping a zit, and it's going to, like, end of September, beginning of October, it's going to pop. All right. Then things are going to start, because that's when we start to have the planets going direct. But because they're so slow, right? We have Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter all around there at the beginning of October, starting to go forward. But when they slow down, that means that their energies are at their strongest, right? So when they're at their strongest, those are all outer planets. They're all the soul level collective energy. And look, we're going through a collective dark night, I would say, right? I would say that we are all, we're all connected. So that's why we're all feeling all this crazy stuff. So taking care of yourself is so incredibly important. All right. Self-care, self-love. All right. Emotionally and physically. All right. Don't be judging yourself. Be nice to you, and allow things to flow. Look, if right now, the way the energy is working, if it's not meant for you, then you're literally going to be like pulled away from it like a tractor beam. If it's meant for you, you're going to feel pushed towards it. Again, like a tractor beam. Suck me right in. Dumb and Dumber reference. So you have to follow your heart and don't try to like overthink it. All right. If you get too much in your head about it, then that's where the fear starts to creep in. Thought form is fear, and your heart is love. Okay. Listen to your heart. Trust your heart. The big thing is about trusting your heart. We all have to trust our own hearts. Okay. Now, right now we have the sun opposed to Neptune. Exactly. Man, Neptune, especially being in the last decan of Pisces where it lives, that's a powerful, powerful combination. So this is like delusion, illusion. This is like addictions and like whenever there's opposition, it's about your reality, the people around you. You know what I mean? Like where am I escaping? Where am I, deluding myself? Where am I not being honest with myself about what I'm doing and where I'm going? All right. Who am I around? What do I need to change or flip or be honest with myself about? And you really, really have to be honest with yourself. Okay. Super, super important. I mean, and then, if we have Mars at 29 degrees Virgo, like, holy crap, dude. What's up, Taylor? Miss you too, brother. Good to see you on here, man. Thanks for tuning in. And we're coming up on the Uranus and Venus opposition, which is, I mean, well, I have Venus and Uranus conjunct in my natal chart, in my 8th house. So this is like unexpected, like, whoa, what was that? Like there's been a lot of unraveling of the channels of connection between relationships, right? Oh yeah. All right. Awesome, brother. You could be meeting new people or just getting that urge to want to go like connect with other people, and then suddenly, bam, hey, how you doing? Right? I mean, go with it. Listen, right now, I mean, not right now, all the time, but as long as you're following your heart, you have to follow your heart. As long as you're following your heart, then you are going to be good. Saturn is still trine the South Node and sextile the North Node. So, I mean, karma, baby, like whatever karmically is coming around, hopefully I'm praying it's good karma, but there's a lot of change. Like the foundation is there's massive amounts of change going on because it has to happen. All right. We're cleansing, we're purging. It's like we're going through one universal freaking Hiboga journey. And we're in the last half of the last decan of this nodal transit as well. In a couple months, it's going to go into Scorpio and Taurus, which is fixed, which means that we're sort of like the mutability, all the changes that we've been making, we're coming to the end of that portion or that part of the process. And December, January timeframe is when things are going to get solidified. Now that's within us. That's also out there in the world. So we have to be making the right moves, making decisions based on what we feel is right. So you really have to be present. You really have to tune in to what you feel is right for you. And there's a lot of coercion going on everywhere. Okay. So if anybody's trying to coerce you to do anything, to take anything, to be anything, to say anything, that is your opportunity to step into your power. Like, this is my truth. This is who I am. Thank you for being you, but go fuck yourself. You can do that lovingly, right? However you do it. Be kind, put yourself first, okay? We have to put ourselves first in order to be able to spread the sheer amount of potential joy and love and healing that we can. All right, we have to be able to be available. If you're giving your power away, your energy away to other people, then you're going to have nothing left for yourself. And light workers, starseeds, and whatnot. We've all experienced that, right? Burnout. You're trying to save people and help people, and you just like, fuck, nothing less to give. Well, then how are you ever going to really maximize the benefit of your gift if you're always allowing yourself to be sucked dry? It's dysfunctional, and we must break that dysfunctional cycle, right? Because look, the fact is that the world needs us. The world needs our light. The world needs our hearts open. That is why right now, we're in this revolutionary time where, psychedelic, natural plants are just booming and coming out of the woodwork. That's why they're becoming legalized. And that's why so many people are doing ceremonies and doing all these healings and just ascending and vibrating at higher and higher and higher level. And the more people that are doing this work, the more efficiently the collective wakes up. And this is how we change the world, literally. It's absolutely mind-boggling. I love it. And I hope you guys love it too. All right. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate you and love you, brother. I'm sure I was kind of wishing I was living in Florida right now, but actually I may be coming out of Florida pretty soon, Taylor. So I'm gonna let you know if I do, okay? All right. So this week in particular, all right, let's bring it back. It's going all over these energies and everything going on, but this week, okay, it's going to feel a little trippy, a little psychedelic when we have the sun opposed to Neptune. Neptune represents, the unity consciousness. It represents we're all one. And the third decan of Pisces, that's like the master class, right? So, we have to, we're like an exposed nerve right now. So we have to make sure that we're aware and present of what's going on within us, because, we can be, weird shit's happening everywhere. All right. And with the state of Uranus, being in Taurus, it's uncomfortable. And there's a constant earthquake going on. Of course, with this constant rumbling, with this constant elevation of energy from that Saturn-Pluto conjunction last year, this is like the beginning of this new level, this new life, this new phase that we're all in. And now we're all feeling it. It's like we're all infants, right? We're all infants in this new level of consciousness. And I'll tell you what, I've been having some crazy experiences. I'm like astral traveling and pulling entities out of people and crazy healings and seeing some really miraculous stuff. So the vibrations are definitely raising and things are definitely changing. We're being catapulted into what we're meant to be and do. Speaking of which, starting next month, October, I'm going to start doing my weekly, I'm calling it Integration Nation Zooms now. So you can go to my website, spiritualbodybuilder.com, and you can sign up. And it's a forum place where, a lot of people need to integrate with everything that's going on. I mean, shit, even if you don't even do any kind of plant medicines, everybody in the world's got PTSD right now, right? From all the shit that's been happening. Thank God I went through mine a long time ago and I learned how to work through it. And now that's why, I'm here helping you guys. So if you would like to join my Zooms, you can log on to my website, spiritualbodybuilder.com. And just download my free ebook. You'll be put on my mailing list, and I'll send you an email. And you can click that, and that's free. And you guys come join, check it out, and let's connect, and let's stay connected so we can navigate this together. All right. Yeah, Integration Nation, baby, hell yeah. So with the nodes already at 4 degrees, that's pretty significant. Whenever the nodes start to get down to the lower degrees like that, that's like the very last, pushing the last bit of this mutable, shifting, changing type energy out. So if you feel like you're in the beginning of a change or even in the middle of a shift or a change, and you're resisting it, or you're resistant to change, and you're a control freak. I've met a lot of people that are control freaks trying to make sure everything stays controlled and fitted. Man, and I'll tell you what, that shit's gonna just destroy you right now. Do not let go of control 100%. Okay, we don't want to be having that control dynamic going on, because honestly, control is based off what? Fear. Right? So we talked about that earlier, where love and fear, every decision, every thought we have are 2 separate directions. The more choices you make based in love. Now, what really does that mean? Say, I don't know, I want to go to the grocery store, something small and basic, right? Well, I'm gonna think, all right, well, I'm kind of tired. I don't really want to drive. So I'm gonna love myself and I'm gonna let myself relax. And then when I feel called to go, use that right brain instead of the left brain. When I feel called to go, then I'll go, take care of it. Now, don't procrastinate, of course, but intuitively feel, Maru, what's up, babe? You still in Egypt? Yeah, getting it. Yeah, like listen to your body, and like if you want to go. If you don't want to go, don't, and don't feel guilty about it, and everything else, chuck it in the fucking bucket, right? You don't need all that extra shit. Like right now, it's prioritization, right? You fucking deal what you gotta deal with, do what you gotta do, you get what you gotta get, and you don't feel bad about it. You just honor yourself and make sure you're surrounding yourself with good, loving, quality people, right? Wow, Maru, you live in Egypt now. That is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I miss you and I love you. Mwah. Big shout out to Sun Soul Astrology, guys. Maru, you're fucking awesome. You have just, I can see that. I can feel it. I can feel it. I hope you're doing well, Ben. So I've been gone, and actually, Maru, your last video actually inspired me to jump on here too, because you took a few months off, and I took a few months off, and I kind of stepped back because I was like, I'm not really sure where I'm going. I literally moved 3 times. I had a lot of eruptions going on in my relationships, and I learned some very, very important deep lessons. And I'm incredibly grateful for it. Incredibly grateful for it. And I did 3 Iboga journeys in that time. Let me tell you. Well, Iboga is my medicine. Iboga spoke to me very, very, very deeply. And so I now work with Iboga and Ufo, and combos still. Combos like my foundation, but these medicines, it's actually really cool. We are working with a naturopath clinic in I guess up in my other one. Okay, so we're working with a naturopath that has a med bed, right? If you don't know what a med bed is, it's one of those new technologies that came out. It's a quantum energetic device that measures all the frequencies in your body. It has the frequency of every bacteria, every parasite, every virus, every organ, everything in your body. How they do that, I have no idea, but it's pretty fascinating shit, right? So my friend and mentor, Iboga mentor, he went over there and they started testing the frequency of these different plant medicines and roots. So what we're doing is we're identifying the person's quantum issue in the body, matching it with the plant medicine that is right for that particular issue in the body, and then providing ceremonies customized that way with vibroacoustics. So we're combining technology with this ancient medicine to heal people. So you know what? Big things are coming, guys. Big things are coming. They're releasing these technologies, patents very soon, and they're already coming out, and things are already happening with them. Right? It's gonna be fucking incredible. Now, of course, they're gonna try to suppress all that shit, but yeah, no, we will find ways around that because I think there's a lot more of us than there are of them, right? They can just go, fuck you. I don't care. I'm free, baby. I am a sovereign being, and you are too. And we ain't falling for this shit at all. We ain't gonna take it. Right? All right. So this week is gonna, what's up, Angie, baby? How you doing? Yes, we will always find a way. Yes. Now, I will say, because we have Mars coming into Libra and we are in Mercury shadow, Venus and Scorpio oppose Uranus. It's going to be a lot of surprising shit coming up for sure. Guys, just look, make sure that you're following your heart. You have to make sure that, you're honoring your own self. Even if like, somebody a group of friends actually go to the movies and you're like, they're like, oh yeah, come on, let's go. And you're just like tired. You don't want to go. Just, if it feels no, then say no. If it feels yes, yes, right? It's as simple as that, but it's so interesting how hard it could be to do sometimes, right? And and because Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter are slowing down, I'm happy to be able to help you out, Rich. Fuck yeah. Because these energies are so slow, it's like it's pushing us down to the ground and ingraining these lessons. Like, you will learn this now, right? And what's the point in fighting it? There's no point. It's stupid. Just, okay, sit back, like, our universe, like, all right, Pluto, transform me, right? Fuck it, whatever. Just let it go. It's all good. It doesn't have to be hard, okay? If you're thinking about, memories of, friends that have passed, or relationships that didn't work out, or, it's pretty easy to get caught up in this like coulda, shoulda, woulda, oh man, what do I do? Or if you feel aimless, like you're not really sure what you want to create, what you want to do, instead of trying to think logically about it, go into what feels right. Hey, I kind of want to talk to this person. How would it feel if I reach out to this person, right? And then you reach out and then you just feel better. Like, but you have to go into that discomfort, because typically, you want to be like, like hibernate, like hide away. No, but you go out into it and you overcome that fear, and then you feel lighter. You follow that feeling of the lightness. Okay, that is your navigation system. Basically, like I like to say, an attitude of gratitude is my longitude and latitude. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So, take it one step at a time, be nice to yourself, and allow these emotions to flow. These emotions have to flow, because we are processing for the entire collective. Let me tell you, okay, I've come into some circumstances and situations where I realize that, you know what? I didn't have it that bad, man. I did a healing session on these three girls, these poor girls. They were young, like 2021, and they had been sex trafficked. The whole Pizzagate thing, like the worst trauma that you could ever experience in a lifetime. These poor girls went through, and I worked on them, and I was pulling entities and darkness and crap out of them, and I felt it. I mean, I felt it like I've never felt anything that dark, that sadistic, that there is a darkness in this world that is being cleansed. And we have a responsibility to ourselves, but also to humanity, to stand in our power, in our heart, to do what we can do to help these people. And, after, our sessions, I polished it out. They were so much better, but it's so sad that, like, and then they did an interview with this reporter, and I heard their story. And I mean, there's like industrialized size complexes that they put and it's the foster care system, the fucking foster care system, that is feeding these children into this bullshit. And you know what? Maybe I'll get, shadow banned for this, but I don't give a shit. This shit pisses me the fuck off. You know what I mean? And it's important that people know this. And I've seen it firsthand. It's crazy. they have these military complexes. So clearly a lot of people know that this is going on, right? Like, how could you be someone that like you're doing business with someone that's fucking trafficking children, right? So they would have these children basically like in like a militarized school kind of thing. And every 3 months they would hold recitals, it seemed, or some type of recital where they danced or they, played an instrument or whatever, and they had like these books that were like yearbooks with like baseball cards, baseball cards for a particular child. And these old white people would go and it would be like meet your special friend day or some shit like that. And they would go and these old people would pick and choose the children they wanted to bring home with them. I mean, just disturbing. And these girls made it through. Now in this system, once they turn 18, they're adults, they're free. So literally they go through all this deep trauma, and then at 18, poof, they get booted out into the real world, right? These girls or these children, I'm sure there were boys there too, have statistically speaking a 10% chance of even surviving a year after coming out of this experience. A 10% chance of surviving or becoming a drug addict or a prostitute or, like just going down or going to prison. I mean, man, right? Fucking crazy. So, seeing these things and feeling these things and doing this work, I've really dedicated my life to helping people because the world needs it, guys. Every single one of you has a gift. We all have a gift. And if you don't know what that gift is yet, or if you're still developing it, we always go, like I went through a phase for about 7-8 years where I was developing my gifts. Right now, finally, I come full circle, and now I know how to work with it 100%. And now things are flowing nicely. But it took me a long time to get there. Do not give up. Okay. When you're following your heart and you're doing what feels right to you, but doesn't necessarily make sense on how to monetize it in today's society, which is typically like the issue, right? Like we're really good at something, but we have no idea how to monetize it to make money with it. Or maybe we feel weird about like letting a lot of people know about it. Or, like anything like that. We have to shift our mindset. And we have to start moving into those things that we feel passionate about, that we love, and that we really cherish, because those are the things that are feeding humanity. That is what the Aquarian age is all about. All right. So own it. Step into your heart. Discover your passions. Discover what you love to do, what you love to be, and be that shit. Where have I been? I have been all over the place. I've had a near-death experience. I was initiated into a tribe. I have a lot's happened. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. So let's see. We have a really beautiful grand air trine going on here. You're rewriting our reality. I love it. I think we all are. Timelines are shifting like a mofo. So we have a beautiful air trine here this week, with all this sort of tumultuous energy. Oh yes, I'm great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Taylor. I appreciate that. So this great air trine between, we have the Sun, Saturn, and the North Node. Now, Black Moon Lilith, ironically, is actually conjunct the North Node. So with this great air trine, this is just, it's kind of like everybody just like saying, you know what, let's fuck it. Let's just be vulnerable, get naked and streak down the street. Woo! Let's just go blast down the road to our destiny and really just fucking be alive. Like we want to feel alive inside so bad right now. If you don't feel alive inside, it's because you're allowing your fear to fucking control you. Cut that shit out. Fear is an illusion, right? You know, and I get it. I understand. Like it's not an easy thing to process or to go through, right? If you're having financial problems, or if you have marital problems, or if you're having, you know, different things like that. But if you're having all those problems and they seem to keep getting worse, and there seems to be no end in sight, no way to resolve it, then make a change. Leave the relationship, or start a new business, or move, or do something to shift the energy, because if you do not want to stay stuck in this shit, you do not want to stay. If it's not working out for you, it's because it's not meant for you. Bottom line. And if you're not you're just not acknowledging it. You have to be honest with yourself. These times are all about brutal fucking honesty. Okay, whatever your beliefs are, you know, whatever, like, you know, be loving to yourself, be loving to the people around you. Turn the fucking TV off, all right, and just live in your reality. Create your reality. Don't sit there and look at the bigger picture of the reality and say, oh, I'm fucked, I'm scared, everything is not okay. It's bullshit. Live in your heart. I mean, there's so much psychological warfare going on right now. It's insane. And I know y'all can see right through it. I can see right through it. And I think a lot more people are about to wake up to see right through it too. And that is why we've reached the 100th monkey level, if you guys know what that means. Like, we have reached the threshold where enough people are awakening to where it's gonna tip. It's gonna shift. It has to. There's no other way it can happen. So keep that vibe high. Stay strong. Stay honest and true to your heart, to yourself. Okay. And this this week, we're going to be seeing Mars going to Libra, and we're going to see. No, not yet. Okay. So that's pretty much it. But, you know, and we're coming up to the Uranus Venus opposition. So that's not going to be exact this week. It'll be exact next week. But thank you, Martha. I appreciate you. But you know, whenever Uranus is really aspecting, you know, any personal planets, Mars, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mercury, you can expect a lot of weird shit to happen, the weird conversations, you know, like strange, like, whoa, I didn't expect to see you here, or a random text from somebody, or just like, wow, where did that come from, right? The things that seem innocuous, or like not like a big deal, are probably the biggest deal. Just FYI, because that's how Uranus works. Uranus is the unknown. It's the higher mind. It's the epiphany, aha moment. It's the holy shit, what was that? So, you know, and, you know, of course, with the Chiron energy here, which is it still no, it's not. It's still kind of sextile to Saturn, loosely, but you know, this is really looking at the deep wound of our identity. Like, all of our identities are shifting. Where our vibration is raising so much that, you know, we're turning from a carbon-based to a crystalline-based, you know, structure. So, you know, I'm sure you've been experiencing, like, you know, eating, you know, appetite changes, even you know, how your body responds to food, or even sunlight, or, you know, water. All these things are because our DNA is activating, and, you know, you may even been having like more psychic things happening. Especially this month, you can expect, you know, all that stuff to start popping up stronger and stronger, because we all have these extrasensory gifts, and especially if you keep your body clean and healthy, then these light codes are just blasting through us. And I mean, I swear, like, I got so deep into meditation a couple weeks ago that I thought I was gonna fucking levitate. It was crazy. And just, I've been able to feel the energy in people's bodies and like extract stuff, and it's been wild, guys. It's been absolutely wild. So, you know, coming to, you know, the close of this Virgo season next week, this is giving us an opportunity, to really look at the small things, look at the steps. But with the sun opposed to Neptune, we could be sort of stuck in the big picture and then trying to figure out but we get distracted, and so it's a fine line between not getting distracted and staying focused, and also letting yourself off the hook a little bit, not be too hard on yourself, and having structure, and all this balancing act of all these different areas, because all these different areas of life are all shifting while we're trying to work with it. So it's almost like you just gotta relax into it and let it guide you, and then bump off the bumpers here, and there, just naturally, just let it flow, as best as you can. All right. So that's what I got for you right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll be back here every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific with the weekly energy report. And I'll also be doing my monthly new moon and full moon reports again on YouTube. And if you'd like to become a part of the Integration Nation, please go to my website, spiritualbodybuilder.com. Put your name on the little thing for my free ebook, and I'll put you on mailing list. And if you're interested in doing ceremony and working with any plant medicines, I will be sending out notices about that as well, so we can work together with that. All right. Thank you all very much. I love you, and appreciate you tuning in. And I'll see you all next week. Mwah.